Hi folks, how the devil are you? I know there's nobody in the stream, but rather than have complete silence, I thought I would talk to myself. It was just a really quick catch up on the plot while I'm feeding the chickens, and I was going to say having a water when it rained last night, so I don't need to. Although I am going to give the tomatoes in the greenhouse a very quick drink while I'm here. But I just wanted to see how everybody was on this beautiful Sunday morning. Flip that right, there we go. Unfortunately, I forgot my selfie stick, so I have to try and do things one-handed while holding the phone awkwardly. But it is what it is, isn't it? So I hope you're all doing well. Hope everything's good where you are. It's been really nice in Shropshire the last few days, actually. It's been really hot some of the days. One of the days, the car temperature said 37. And I know the car is a bit misleading because obviously it's metal and it tracks the heat and everything, but I'd say it was at least 25, 26 one of the days. It was very, very hot. So yeah. Anyway, just thought I would do a live to see if anyone was about, and simply because I put that video up 7 o'clock this morning, which was saying about my new plot, which is awesome. It's coming along really well. And it was just a quick one, just to basically say I'm not going anywhere. I'm not abandoning YouTube. My watering can's almost full. I'm not abandoning YouTube. It's just the case that YouTube takes a lot of time and a lot of effort to get videos done the way I want to do them. I mean, I'm not the most highly polished YouTuber there is, but I still like to try and make them at least, as I'm dropping the camera, at least presentable. And the effort you have to go through YouTube with the editing and everything else, it's just, for what little reward I get from my tiny little channel, I didn't really want to have to basically double my workload of showing you all this plot and then what's going on and then showing you the new plot. So yeah, I'm not going anywhere. It's just that Instagram allows me to let's take a seat, shall we? Instagram allows me to basically instantly put videos up, little 30-second clips, and they're in the right place there, whereas little 30-second clips don't really do anything on YouTube. No one watches them, no one's interested in them. Whereas like days like today, I've just come down here, I'm just having a scout around the greenhouse. I still think that is probably the best cabbage I've ever grown, and it's grown inside a greenhouse. Look at that, it's an absolute beauty. So yeah, little things on the new plot, I can just, you know, do these little videos, post them up, and you can see how it's getting on. And I will add them into the vlogs here, but I'm not going to have big long vlogs about the new plot and like I do here with, you know, 20-minute plot tours and all the rest of it, because it just takes far too much effort. It really does. It really takes a lot of effort. And like I said, if I was getting paid a decent amount for it, then I'll be okay. But I do it for the, I don't do it for money. I do it for the love of doing it. So it is what it is. Anyway, oh, somebody's in the chat. There you are on my screen. 2 people in now. 2 people. How you doing? Say hello. If you're one of my subscribers. So yeah, I just thought I'd give everything a quick water while I'm here. Outside doesn't need doing it. Hi there, how you doing, mate? You right? How's things? So yeah, I just thought I'd give everything inside a quick water, because although it's rained outside, obviously the greenhouse is still pretty damn warm. But what I'll do is I'm going to spin the camera around in a bit and you can have a good look at my plot, because it's a bit hit and miss when you're doing this, because all you can see is my ugly face, can't you? So there you go. So here we go, let's flip this camera around, figure out how we do it again. They always change things. There we go. That's better. Look at that. So there we go. There's the cabbage that has been growing in the greenhouse all winter. That is probably the best cabbage I've ever grown. It's got no slug damage at all. It is pristine, and it's loved it inside this greenhouse. Absolutely loved it. And so I'm thinking going forward, every winter I'm going to stick a few cabbages in the greenhouse to get a head start, because that is, it's just a thing of beauty, isn't it? Absolute thing of beauty. Well, the tomatoes are doing all right, as you can see. They've perked up a bit now. I've top dressed this bed with some fresh compost. My Italian lettuce is there. Might have to pick some of that actually for today. What else have we got? The chilies are doing all right. That's a weed, Ross. That can come out. But yeah, the chilies are doing all right. They're there. Not as good as I'd have hoped. I can't imagine having many chilies this year. But let's have a look. Can you focus in on that? Press the camera. They're doing all right, aren't they? Get that piece of mud off. Those tomatoes are slightly better. Believe it or not, they seedlings at the same time. The only difference is I planted them in the raised bed, which I think didn't have as much nutrients in it as the fresh compost there. But now I've top dressed it. You see how they're romping away? So basically that soil needed fertilizer, and now it's got it. And obviously this was fresh compost, so it was packed full of fertilizer. But that's they're doing all right. Quite happy with them. I need to take out some of the suckers, but I'm trying to let the suckers grow big because I want to take a few suckers out and then regrow them and have extra plants, because as you all know, it's been a tough year for growing things with the cold we had, so a lot of things are behind. The grapevine that I moved is starting to get grapes, which is really cool because I've never grown grapes before. But look at them, teeny tiny baby grapes. Can you see them? Just about. So I'm well happy with teeny tiny baby grapes. It's my first ever grapes. I think you're supposed to like cut them off and let the plant develop, but what I'm going to do is just leave them and see what happens, because I've never grown grapes before, and there's some grapes. So let's get outside, shall we, and have a look. Potatoes are romping away, as is the garlic and the poppies. As you know, I'll grow poppies anywhere. I love poppies. I've got to pick some strawberries today because I have strawberries everywhere at the moment, which is really good. I made myself too tight a corner to get around the corner, so I just peek around. Asparagus has come alive since I moved it, which is really good because I thought obviously that old one I'd killed it, so that's doing really well. The peas, they obviously need a new cover on, look, but it's not going to hurt for a day or two. And then the parsnips in the back are again 6 inches tall now, so they're doing well. That's lettuce, rocket and lettuce. Rocket at the back, lettuce there, and then there's some pak choy, and that's kind of my nursery bed. If you see slug pellets, they're organic slug pellets. They're not methaldehyde, they are copper phosphate ones. So yeah, if you see slug pellets on my plot, they're not proper slug pellets. I want to get that out because I don't want people to think that I use methaldehyde slug pellets. I don't, they're organic. So yeah, pak choy. So what I'm going to do is, when I'm going to select some nice seedlings from there, take them to the new plot, grow them on. Onions doing well. The fuchsia that my grandparents gave me, which I popped in the greenhouse over winter. Look at that. Now, I've never taken cuttings off a fuchsia, but I think these big shoots here, I think I can get cuttings from them and grow some more. I'm not sure. I have to watch a YouTube video and find out about that. This is that purple bush that Stella gave me. No idea what it is, but it has lovely little purpley, yellowy flowers on it. Pampered cabbage. It is a pampered cabbage. All your pak choy have gone to seed. Well, to be fair, I've only just sown mine. But yeah, that is a pampered cabbage. Part of me doesn't want to cut it because it's amazing. But I will definitely be putting cabbage in the greenhouse over winter again. 100%. Just look at that. It's just a beauty. It's a thing of beauty. Listen to it. It's now crisp, those leaves are. Oh, can't wait to put that in a cold slaw. Look, more strawberries, more strawberries. I've got to pick those today. So what else we got? We got kale down here. Again, I'm going to leave a couple of those behind, take a couple to the new plot, just for added space around here. I've still got some spring greens that I've got a pot on there. what we got in here. Again, if you see slug pellets, they're organic ones. Don't be alarmed. I've not gone to the dark side, but I had to use a few because, as you see, once the dahlias got big, I had a couple of little tiny black slugs. See? You see them? I have no idea what they're, but they're bright green and they're eggs. So I'm going to have to squish them off at some point. These are, what are these called? These are called Epomea. I have no idea what they are. I've never grown them before, but apparently they're an annual climber, and I like the idea of climbers for the back garden because I've got some spaces that I want to fill in. So I've grown these from seed. I got them from somewhere like Bargain Seeds, and I know they look a bit like bindweed, don't they? But they got like a trumpet flower on like a bindweed, but they are an annual, and they are an actual climbing flower. So I'm interested to see what happens with them. What have we got here? Oh, these are some rhubarb seeds. Got a few growing there. Some of them haven't germinated through. As you can see with these plants, I've only been picking out the good ones to take over. The ones that look a bit dodgy, I've just left. These are some yellow tomatoes. I think they're called Orla. Again, so far behind with some of my tomatoes, but I had to re-sow these, and I finally got some coming through, and I've since potted some on. More sunflowers, because I'm doing 100 sunflowers for Sir Captain Tom. Saw the thing saying about doing sunflowers, do something in 100 for Sir Captain Tom's memory. So I decided to grow 100 sunflower seeds. So there they are. And what else we got over here? Sweet corn. Morning, Rachel. How you doing? And yes, more sweet corn and some pumpkins. These are called Connecticut or something. They're an American pumpkin that apparently good for Halloween lanterns and stuff. Apparently don't taste of much, but I grew them because I wanted some decent Halloween pumpkins this year, because last year we had none. So I thought, might as well do it. About to go to the plot and attack the weeds. Yep. It's a good day for weeding, actually. Well, it is here in Shropshire because it rained last night, and I know they say you should do weeding on a dry day, but I tell you what, weeding when it's hot, oh god, it doesn't half tire you out. Well, anyway, my cucumbers, the one success story this year seems to be cucumbers. They are doing really, really well, and I'm quite impressed. And this is, if I can find the label, this is that variety from Mr. Fothergill's. I do like Mr. Fothergill's. They used to send me some stuff, but they haven't for ages. Boo his boo. But no, I paid for these. These weren't freebies, but Mr. Fothergill's. And they're an F1, and they're supposed to be all female, so hopefully no bitter cucumbers. But yeah, they're doing really well. And when I potted them on, oh, the smell from the roots was so fresh and melony, and oh, it was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And another plot holder gave me some peppers. So I've grown them in there. I don't know what variety they are, but hopefully they do well. The raised beds, get my words out, Roscoe. The raised beds are doing all right. As you can see, I put a message out to all the plot holders here and said, I want your weeds. I don't care what it is, I want it. And they've all been piling their weeds in here this year, well, last few months. So fingers crossed I can get these two massive raised beds filled over the next 6 months, ready for the winter, and then I might put some cabbages and stuff in, or purple sprout in, or something like that. But free compost. More onions. As you know, I've got loads of onions. This is my yacon, which is romping away. Tell you what, the leaves on yacon, oh, they're just lovely, soft like velvet. Really, really nice plant that is just to stroke. Oh, if you could stroke a plant all day, you'd stroke this one. What else have we got over here? Now these are the pots with cabbage and purple sprouting in it, I believe. And these are in the middle of the raspberries. As you can see, they're getting a bit crowded out, but I'm not too fussed about that. They're protected from the pigeons. Got loads of currants coming. Absolutely rucks of currants coming. And as you can see, I finally weeded all this with nettles. Oh, I say that. I missed two. 1, 2 there. But most of the nettles are gone now. I've still kept a few. You know I keep my nettles. And I've kept a few there by the ponds. They live there quite happily. They're not in the way, and the ladybirds absolutely love them. And I've dotted around more wildflowers now. Sunflowers, those mountain cornflowers. Oh, what have we got over there? A packet of seeds was sprinkled everywhere with poppies and I can't think what they're called now, but you know what I mean. Those daisies. That's it, Ross. Big poppy there, and again all these different flowers. And as you know, I let the grasses grow and I let everything grow, and I even like a buttercup. And the reason I like things like that is because there's Mr. Ladybird hunting the greenfly that are on the buttercup. And while the greenfly are on the buttercup, they're not eating my vegetables that are over there. Where are you off, Mr. Ladybird? There you are. Coming to say hello. You coming to say hello? Right, little garden tigers, aren't they? I love ladybirds. So yeah, it's always nice to have a weed patch. As you see, a big pile of logs, and the pond. So yeah, everything's going swimmingly down here, really. Everything is going really well. I need to get the eggs, but there was a chicken in there laying away. Is she done yet? Yes, you've done. All right, I can get the eggs then, can't I, girlies? Yeah. So I get you some cabbage leaves as well. Yeah. Okay, let's go and get some cabbage leaves. Right, folks. Oh, Jerusalem artichokes. Look at the size of them already. You know, I mean, obviously the soils only starts about there, but they are 2 foot tall in a matter of 2 weeks. My carrots in pots. Now these are beautiful. Let's get one out. Let's get that one there. I think we'll go with. Look at them. Now I tell you what, these are super tasty when they're young. Oh, they've turned into a bit of an allotment treat, to be fair, because I come down, I pull a couple out, I munch them. There's not going to be any carrots left by the time I'm done, because they're so sweet and tasty when they're that size. But yeah, everything's going really well. Anyway, how have you all been keeping? There's 4 of you about. I think I've seen, who have I seen? I've seen Rachel, and obviously I'm really bad with names. Oh, I can't get my chat up. That's the downside of using a mobile phone to do all this. Right, should we go and get some eggs? Let's go and get some eggs. See what the girlies have got for me. I'll get them some cabbage leaves as well. They do like a cabbage leaf. Hello, Mr. B. Door's the other way. Door's the other way, mate. Right, so we'll take this for the chickens, and we will exchange cabbage leaves for eggs. Now, I don't give them too many cabbage leaves, because if you give them too many cabbage leaves, you can end up getting eggy cabbages. No, you end up getting cabbagey eggs. Yeah, we've had that a few times when I've got a bit too keen. Here you go. All good? Yeah, you're all good there. Unfortunately, you've taken that leaf exactly where I want to stand. So take it and run away. Oh, take it over there. There you go. Ho ho! We have eggs! 1, 2, 3. A very rugby ball shaped egg. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 glorious eggs, which I'm sure we will eat over the next few days. Right, hang on a second, this is going to be precarious filming with eggs. Oh, here it goes. And we're done. Get the door back on. And put that on, just to be safe and sound. You're all good, Gillies. Right, folks. I think that's probably it. For me in the chicken coop, that's probably it. Chicken pecking my shoes. That's a really quick tour of the plot, but yeah, just a quick one really, just to say that I'm not going anywhere. I know you've probably seen the video, and I mentioned obviously my new plot will be on Instagram, but just to recap what I said earlier on in the video, in case you haven't seen it, it's simply because it takes a lot of effort to edit YouTube videos, and there's very little reward for a channel my size. So I could spend 2 hours of my life editing a video of the new plot once a month to get on YouTube, or I could use that 2 hours to do more gardening and just post up the occasional post on Instagram and a 30-second video here and there with no editing and just bish bash bosh them up, because that seems to be working for a lot of people, to be fair. And although I don't consider myself to be some kind of superstar creator or anything like that, I would like to get to the stage where I have a little bit of income from the whole social media side, just because it'll help pay some of the bills. So anyway, folks, I'm not going to keep you because I can see people already buggering off, which is fair enough because I'm boring you all now and you're all here for the gardening, not here for me talking about rubbish. So look, take care, folks. I'm not going anywhere. You will still see lots of videos from me on YouTube, especially around fishing, metal detecting, the allotment down here and everything else. But the new site will just be very quick snippets. And if you want to follow it in any detail, pop over to Instagram. Links are below. You'll find me, Greer on Life. Anyway, folks, as always, it's been an honour. It's been a pleasure. Take care. Speak soon.